Hey, how you doing, Bruce? How you doing, buddy? I saw that Queen Mary. I saw that Titanic. You're doing a good job on it, buddy. Very good job. So Titanic kits, they're trickies. I think well, same thing on the 1/350 scale minicraft kit, or what do you call it? Intex kits. I mean, the 1/350 scale Intex kit is a little more difficult on the promenade deck walls, along with A deck and B deck all through there too. But yeah, there's a trick to building those things. That's the only difficult thing about it. Once you get that sidewalls on there and everything, the kit goes together by itself. So you got to take your time, do a good job, like you always do. How you doing, Chuck? China Lake Naval Air Station. Yes, sir. Yep. Are you working on anything today, Chuck? Bruce, are you still working on your Titanic right now, or you just kind of give it a breather for a while and do it later on when you get your eyeballs refreshed and everything and start over again on it? Right here, I'm building this 1928 Cleveland kit, Nieuport Scout. I decided to make a display piece out of this thing. If I want to make a flying model out of it, I go right back to these plans. That's why I always save these plans. One thing good about Cleveland kits, they give you full templates of everything. Tonight's adventure, we're going to go ahead and install the undercarriage. Get that all done, get it painted up as well, and put some oil on it. And build a stabilizer. And tomorrow, when I get the wings constructed. So we got ways to do on this thing tonight before it's over with. There you go. Like I said, you work so long. That's what I do. I work on so much of these things, 3-4 hours. That's about it. And I just cut it off because you keep it going, you can make mistakes. And I spend the rest of the night relaxing, just staring at what I built today and see if I can find anything I messed up on. Generally, I do. Reason why I wanted to make this thing a flying model, because I'm not a non-flying model, is because I messed up on it. I didn't knock out these bulkheads in here to make the framework of the Nieuport. They got got your bulkhead inside there. They got the necks framed in there. I should have took them out of there before I covered the fuselage. So it's hard to get the rubber through there. I said, heck with it. I can always build another one. We got plans here. I'll build another one. And so right here, this model came out in 1928. My father, before he passed away, he gave me a handsome sum of old Cleveland kits. I got a lot of them. And they were designed by Edward T. Packer. And he was aviation's best friend. And all the models that were built during the Cleveland range inspired a lot of World War II pilots to go to war as a pilot. Because they started building these things, they wanted to become a pilot. So they built these things at the right time. And so I decided to build this. So I'm really amazed that the tissue and stuff is still good and the wood is still good. It's all prep wood. You got to be very careful when you cut it out. And this is a good airplane. We got started out in a couple of minutes. Right now, I was making locations to put the plug in the landing gear struts in. I'll go back and before I'm going to paint these things first before I install them. Then I'll go ahead and add some shocks on there by using some thread. Just off the record, me and my daughter had a big powwow today. I brought her in this room and had a big discussion with her. I told her, she broke down and cried. I'm sorry, Dad. And so He says, being a police officer is not easy work. I know that. I know that. But sometimes I feel like you guys are neglecting me, you know. I mean, I got no driver's license. I can't go out and do nothing. I'm about as helpless as a child. I can't do that. That's not my style. So they said they're going to help me get my license back, and they're gonna go ahead and find me a little car. They're gonna get, and they say, "Dad, you ain't gonna go back to work, are you?" I said, "Sure." So you're 80 years old. I said, "I don't care." I said, "I'm able-bodied. Well, I know I can't work. I can't work. I know my limits, and so I can't do it. I can't do it. That's part of my independence and freedom is to work. On a day I don't feel like working, or something happens to me, I'll cash out. I'm hell with working. But I got to do something to be productive. I've always been proactive all my life. I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. I've been working since I was 5. It's not good for a man to be locked up in this room like this. And so they apologized to me, and they're so sorry, everything. So I got things patched up. I hope it sinks in. Okay, it's enough of that. After I finish my pipe and drink my little Pepsi right here I got going on, we're going to get started on this thing, and we're going to have a nice night tonight. Are you building an F4 Phantom, Chuck? Or are you just watching a History Channel of it? William Lidstein, how you doing there, sir? Welcome to Sunday Night Live. As you can see in front of your screen, is a 1928 Cleveland balsa wood kit that was given by my father's given to me. Tonight we're going to construct the stabilizer. We're going to get the other carriage all finished on it, and we're going to get going on this thing. We're going to have a blast. I've already got the tail skid on there. I'm going to stain that with some brown paint. I decided to make this thing a display piece. I made a mistake on video 1 when I built this thing. I didn't knock out the center holes of the bulkheads inside the fuselage of this thing. So there ain't no way I can get the rubber to pass through. I tried to pass the rubber in today. I was, oh, Frankie, you forgot to knock out those darn bulkheads. Now what are you going to do? I said, I can't do that. If I knock them out now, then I'll probably tear out the fuselage. I don't want to do that. So what I can do is go ahead and keep it going, make it a nice display piece, make it up real nice and everything, put all the detail to it I want to. And I want to build a flying model. I've got the plans for this right here. And I'll build a flying model. I'll use these plans. So like I said, you guys got plans like this thing around. Never throw them away. It'd be a sin to throw something like this away. This model came out in 1928. My father bought it back then, back in those days. I asked my dad how much a kit this cost. He says it cost me 25 cents, Mike. Jeez. Yeah, 25 cents. That was a lot of money back in those days. And, so this is Edward T. Packer's Cleveland Models. I think this is a master's build. Good kit to give you. Cowling is all completely formed and turned for you, so you have to worry about that. Still extremely light. Oh, there you go. Well, is that a Mogram kit you're building there, Chuck? Or Or is that a Fujimi or who else makes 1/4 scale? Hasegawa? Tamiya? The Monogram F4 family is not a bad kit. It's a good kit. They did a good job with 1/48 scale jets. My favorite one by Monogram in the jet range is the F9F Panther, and also the F11F, the F1, that's another street. The Voodoo F111. It's the Voodoo. That was a good kit. What company is it? Is it Monogram? Excellent. Excellent. Hasegawa was the best. Hasegawa makes good kits. I love Hasegawa. They were my first Asian brothers kit manufacturer I ever built. Like I said this several times, the first Hasegawa kit I ever bought was a 1/72 scale SOC Ghost Hawk carrier base observation float plane. And back then it cost about 50 cents. When I opened up that kit when I first got it, I was curious. I bought an FW Woolworths. That's an old department store. They've been long gone out of business for decades. And that's why I always bought all my models at. When I came home from leave one time, every time I came home from leave, I always hit the hobby shops or go there and see if I could buy a couple of models and just keep my stash pile until I get out and I have something to do. And when I first bought that SOC Seagull, it was molded with very light gray plastic. I opened up, wow, this is a beautiful kit. I said, well, goodbye Revell, goodbye Airfix. I'm buying these now one night. I always hooked those Hasegawa kits. They're good. Now, the Emily Flying Boat is Hasegawa. No, I never have. I do have a walnut wings. It's a Booker D7. Ohio way in storage. It's a good kit, very expensive too. I think they're very good kits. What I like about the wingnut wing kits, well, looking at that kit, I went through it one time. You have color illustrations, what color paint you use. The instructions, that thing is it's fabulous. I mean, didn't leave those stones uncovered when you designed that kit. They give you an instruction booklet, shows you how to rig it up and everything. The decals and things. Oh, I think that kit costs about. It was in the 3 digits. I think it was about $200 something kit. I wish I had that right now. I do got a book with D7. Let me show it to you guys. That's not bad. I know exactly where it's at. I'm gonna get it right now. Guys, please give me about a couple seconds. I'll be right back. I'm sure glad I mentioned that. Yeah, it's in here. All that time is in here. Come God, guys, it's out in here all the time. I got so much stuff here, I can't tell nothing. Okay, I'm back, guys. I don't mean to keep you guys in limbo. Yeah. This kit was a Cleveland kit. Copyright 1930. I asked my dad how much this kit costs. He said it cost 50 cents. These were the first kits I've ever built. Volkswagen, that's all there was back in my days. Back in the late 1940s and 50s, when I was a little kid. That's all they had was these things. This company went out of business by 1958, 1959. And all they do is make plans. Now, you still get plans for these now. All you do is go Cleveland Designs on there on your search engine. And they got a set of plans there. It comes with a full set of templates and everything. All you got to do is supply the balsa. You supply yourself the balsa with what calls for and get yourself a Cleveland kit. Yep. Oh, I'd love to take them off your hand there, Williams. I sure would, buddy. Thank you. I'll give it to you right now. Thank you. It was very kind of you, dear sir. Thank you very much. God darn, I'll build it in your honor. It's very nice and very Christian of you doing that for me. You guys send me stuff like that. You don't know what it means to me. It, it means the world to me. It really does. Because you guys know I don't have no transportation. I can't do things that I used to. And you guys are my support for my mental health and for me, only personally and my models. And I live for you guys every day. I live for my models every day. That keeps me strong all day long, all night long. Okay, I'm going to go over here to work on the old Nieuport, guys. I'll do some talking as I go along. Okay, contact switch on. Get El Pipo out of the way. Okay. I made some locations right there where the cut out where the struts go through here. I always liked World War One aircraft because they have a lot of significance. Oh, check this blade. Now, so a couple of these holes here. Just going right here. Wonderful. A couple more this way. Perfect. We'll get better than that, boys. We'll get better than that. Excellent. I think I saw a shadow there. I did see a shadow. Yeah. Okay. All righty. A little dab there. Do that piece there. Okay. Okay. There's a little bit of white stain on this thing here. Okay. Yeah, bad habit pulling yourself towards you like this. You can't see nothing. I'm not used to building stuff like that at arm's distance away from me. I'm pretty close up with it, but just a favor so you guys see what I'm doing now. This way I gotta do it. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and wipe this stuff off. Give it like a stain. We want to put some oil and some lacquer. Gosh darn it. Sorry, fellas. God damn. I apologize for that. First blooper of the day. Yeah. I got a good stain left now. I don't want to cover paint thing all brown. Because actually they had stain on them. Wonderful. It's all stained. You see the wood grain in it. You ain't got stain. This will do it. I have 1,001 substitutes for paints, guys. Okay. I sure want to get these plans so we got to put the wax paper over it. There you go. All righty. Wash my hands. Good and clean. You want to handle these things with dirty hands. At least some smudges on there and you'll curse yourself for it. Okay, then I'm going to take this, install it inside here. I'm going to go back with some oil. There's a smidgen of super glue. Well, you got something to land on now. Make sure it's straight. That's perfect. Excellent. You just got to maneuver in there, make sure it's straight. I don't want anything cockeyed. Let it sit there and dry for a while. Give it a break. Go back and put some clear lacquer on this thing. We'll put the axle in there too when we get started. There you go. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'll make his legs a little longer on this camera here. God damn. I think make things worse. I think now you can see what I'm doing now. There we go. Okay, we're getting watching and 4 thumbs up. Okay. You see what I'm doing now, Chuck? I'm gonna cut me out some disc. Around here, they'll hide this in here and give it some color. That'd be aluminum too. Furthermore, we'll probably end up painting it probably. That's optional. Okay. Can everybody see this pretty good out there? I'm trying to keep practicing, keep everything so you guys see what the hell I'm doing right here, you know? I'm not as good as a lot of the other models out there. I don't know how they do it. They got some good work, you know? And that's another thing I got to brush up on is my camera work. So you guys see what the heck I'm doing. Oh yeah, California models. I built their model coupe before. Matter of fact, it's in my storage right now. Those are good kits. I like those California kits. They're pretty good. They're jumbo size, I think they are. This kid is 1928, 85, 86 years old, maybe. Something like that. My dad gave me these. I got a whole bunch of these Cleveland kits. This is a Cleveland kit, Cleveland design. And I remember, I'm going to tell you a story, guys, where you guys get your ears on. When I was a very wee little boy, still crapping yellow, and I had shaving cream behind my ears. And shit yellow at once. My dad had a special room in there. We kept all the stuff in. I was always curious to go in that room and find out what he had in there. Of course, all kids are curious. Just like cat's curious. So one day I didn't think my dad was looking. I took it upon myself trying to go in that room. Just opened up my door. My dad stopped me right at my tracks. Said, "Hey, what are you doing?" My dad said, "Don't give me this hama stuff. I know exactly what you're doing. You stay out of it. I don't want you in there. I got stuff in there I don't want you to see." And I go, "Why, Dad?" Because you see what I got in there, you end up getting behind my back, you end up taking it, and you'll build it. I said, "Dad, I don't touch your stuff. You told me a long time ago, don't touch things, don't take things that don't belong to you." I was just kind of curious. Well, just never mind what's in there. Well, about 3 years later, I was 4 years old then when that happened. I was about 7, 8 years old. I took it upon myself to go in there for the second try. Now I knew my dad wasn't around, but he was. Every time I tried to make attempt to go in that room, it's as if he was waiting for me all the time to do what I was going to do. So I went down there into the basement, down there to the basement where we had out there in the basement, with a finished basement down below, and it had it was all block in there. And I went in there and went in the room, opened the door, got about 3 feet in there, and I stopped and looked around. I go, oh my God. He had all these Cleveland models thing around. By that time of day, goes, hey, what are you doing? And I go, oh, yeah. Man, I almost crapped my pants, jumped about 2 inches out of my shoes. I told you don't go in there, did I? Yes, you did, Dad. I said, what'd you go in there for? Dad, I just had to find out what's in there. Well, since you're in here, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll give you a spanking for just obeying my orders. But that'd be wrong. These models I had since I was young, my dad said, these things are worth a lot of money. Someday they're going to be yours. Until then, get out of here. And I got out of there. Well, I haven't been in that room for about, 50 years or so? Oh, about 45 years. And my father, he was 102 years old when he passed away. At his deathbed at the hospital, at the VA, he says, Frank, that room there, everything in that room there belongs to you now. Because I didn't tell you this when you were a little boy. I saved that stuff for you. Because I knew I would give it to you at the time. I knew you'd build them all and they go to waste. Now I want you to go ahead and take them now. And whatever you do, for God's sake, don't get rid of them. These things are worth money. He was right. I mean, these Cleveland models, they don't make them no more, They're like California models. They don't make them no more. And so that's my story. And they gave me all these Cleveland kits. I got a big Lockheed Hudson over here. I got a Fokker D7. I got the GB Racer, GBC, Mama Coupe, a B-17, B-24, a B-25, a PBY 5A, Gunman Goose. I got a Beechcraft B-32 Bonanza, and a bunch of other ones I got back there. Old kits. They sure are. Everything's outrageously expensive nowadays. You know how much this model costs right here? I'll show you what's up here. This is the box came out of. This model back then cost 25 cents. 1 peseta, 1/4. This is a Cleveland, let me pull you out of the box here to show it to you guys. I'm very, very surprised. Everything this kid is 100%. It's still usable. This is the master kit by Cleveland Models. There it is right there. 25 cents. 25 cents that day is a lot of money. I know. I used to get my allowance from my father, 25 cents a week for keep the house clean, clean the trash cans out and stuff, and do all kinds of work, just my chores. Just learn how to make money. Wouldn't give it to me. I had to earn it. My dad says, to get money, you got to work for it. My dad says 3 ways to get money. You can steal it, you can work for it by using your back, or you can work for it by using your head. If you work for it by using your head, you'll go further and you'll make more money. But if you work for it by using your back, you'll get what you want to get, but you can be very tired because you're not going to make that much money all your life. If you steal it, you know what's going to happen? You're going to go right to jail. So you don't steal nothing. That's what my dad told me. Yeah, that was a lot of money back in those days. 25 cents was. These Cleveland kits, they're pretty good. You just got to take your time. They're very well engineered plants. I mean, I've never seen. It's all isometric. Everything is not hand drawn. It's, I guess it is hand drawn, but Edward T. Packer, he was the one that developed this company. He started out in 1911. That's when the company first came to view, and he was an old immigrant that came to this country, and he worked for model airplanes and things. He built stuff for kids, for people. He built trains, everything, and they were guerrilla designs back in those days. And the kits that he built were that he designed were very good. The plans are all. He had some very good engineers. These guys, everything was done with a slide rule, calipers, using your head. No CAD stuff, no computer stuff, and everything's designed like where it's supposed to be. Now these kits is all print wood, and the plans are excellent. These Cleveland plans, anybody got even Gillows? Gillows is probably the best nowadays to get because you can duplicate the model using the plans. If you should build a Gwillows kit and you fly it and it crashes and burns, you go, oh man, what do I do now? Save yourself some money, get yourself a bunch of balsa wood by the bulk. You got your plans, you got full-size templates. You got full-size templates right over here too. And they're very good too. They take wax paper or take it to the best way to do it. Take these plans, take them down there to Office Max or Kinko's, and have them blow you up some plans, same scale. Cost you a couple bucks, maybe, I don't know, but it's well worth it. But save these plans. What I do, take these plans, just use my printing only, and copy these off at Office Max or Kinko's. Then you can work off that plan because, hey, with this here, you make a bunch of them. That's what I always do. Yeah, balsa kits are very expensive nowadays. Everything's between 25 to 50% more than what the prices were back then. 25 cents nowadays is obsolete money. 5 cents, 10 cents, a penny, even $1 start to be obsolete now. All because of credit cards. Credit cards is the one that is diminishing money. Because all it is money and plastic. As long as you got a good job, get good credit, you can buy the world with it. I chose not to because I don't want to be in debt. My motto is this: come this world with nothing and leave this world with nothing, owing nobody nothing. That's the best way to go. That's how I am right now. If I do owe somebody something, I owe you guys a lot of favors. You know, all you guys are helping me out a lot. Need anything, I help you out. I got it. But most of the stuff I have is in my storage. And if you guys need anything, I'll give it to you. It won't cost you a plug nickel. Because I'm getting old in life. I know you guys need it. Because it'll make me feel good. If you guys take it off my hands, and you guys be able to enjoy it yourself at your young age. Hello, dear sir. See who's addressing me right now. William Mitchum. How you doing, sir, William? Welcome to Sunday Night Live with me and the gang. Right now, before your peepers, this is a 1928 Cleveland design Nieuport Scout. This is Colonel Bishop's Nieuport they used back in World War I. Built from these plans. I got the kit over here. I was talking to the fellows about how much this thing cost. Cost 25 cents back in those days. This model is probably about 90 years old now. It came out in 1928. And like all Cleveland kits, they're very expensive. You know, not expensive nowadays, but back in the days of boyhood, and I was a wee little lad one time, a little punk. You know, these things were very cheap. You can buy these things at a hobby shop for a quarter. The most expensive ones were $10. Now, big gas jobs that were quarter-inch scale, they cost you around $10. That was a lot of money. $10 back in those days is probably worth by, I don't know, $100 back then for a good one. $10. Probably about $100, $200 now they're worth. $10 is a lot of money. $10 can pay your rent back then. $10 can give you about a couple months for the grocery. $10 to put down payment on a good car. You guys miss it all. I remember my mind is as clear as a bell. I can remember how much cars, everything cost back in those days. I just got to shoot marbles with my friends. My mother yelled out the window, Frankie, come here. Tell your friends you got to go to the store. Okay, guys, I got to go to the store. I'll get back, we'll shoot some marbles. Okay, Frank. Go to the house. My mother says, Frank, I want you on the Rouse Market and get 14 pounds of hamburger. Here's $1. Yeah, so I think it's 95 cents for 14 pounds. Okay, Mom, if I get some penny candy out of that, if there's any change left over, you can get yourself some candy. Okay, thanks, Mom. Go down there, get about 14, 15 pounds of hamburger for $1. Always had Chase Brothers Dairy. We had dairy man always come to the house with milk, fresh eggs, cheese, orange juice, cottage cheese, and the cream. And all that stuff come at your door. Back in those days, there was old things back in them days. A lot of respect. You can leave toys out the front lawn, front of your house out there. Nobody would take them. And there you go. There you go, Wade. You know what I'm saying? My dad went down to Frankie Lane Chevrolet, bought in 1957. We got back from the Philippine Islands. We lived there for about 2 years, but that was the Navy. We were all naval dependents. We always traveled with my father. I traveled in Japan with my father, Guam, the Philippines, been out there in Saipan, Okinawa, Japan, all over the place. And we got back from the Philippines in 1957. My dad decided to get a car. Back in those days, Eisenhower administration, President Eisenhower made sure every veteran could drive a brand new car. And President Roosevelt, I remember him. I was a little boy. I was way out of the loft, and he died of polio. In 1945, he died, and his motto was a chicken in every pot. He made sure that we ate. Everybody ate. But President Kennedy, not Kennedy, but President Eisenhower made sure every man, every poor man, every veteran would buy a brand new car. And he did. My dad says, "Let's go out to Frankie Lane Chevrolet and take a look at the Chevys down there." Okay. He bought a midnight blue with a white top, 1957 Bel Air hard top two-door sedan, 283 motor with a Wonder Bar radio, hydraulic transmission, and the seats are all white. They had fender skirts in the back with white wall tires. How much? $1,400. My dad put $200 down on it, and we came home with a 57 Chevy. He bought an Edsel too back in 1958. You don't make those no more. In 1948, he bought a Tucker. Had a Cyclops type lighting system. It had a headlight in the middle and two on the sides. Studebaker, that was a good car. He even had a Woody. He had all those old cars. Yeah, there you go. My dad bought an Ercoupe one time. He bought one of those, believe it or not, guys, on blue chip stamps. Back in the day, you went to a grocery store, you either got S&H green stamps or you had blue stamps, blue chip stamps. Yeah, so many stamps there like that, you can cash them in and get yourself an Ercoupe. So Ercoupe, they were, what do they call it, like research company. And they made them, and they were two-seat only. You only had two people, and that thing were stall-proof. If you never flew an airplane in your life, you have to worry about it. That thing, you never crashed that thing. It was stall-proof. My father was the aviation machinist mate during World War II, and he knew how to fly planes a lot and stuff. And one day, he saved all those stamps one time. And he said, "Okay, son, you know where we're going to?" I said, "No, we're going to Anacapa Airport." And so they got an air coupe there I'm going to buy. Oh, wow, Dad. It was all natural aluminum color with red trim. And he bought that thing on blue chip stamps. Flew that thing. It was wonderful. I even flew it too a couple of times. It's so easy. You got a yoke. You just turn up, down, and turn. And it had a built-in rudder, no rudder pedals. There was no rudder pedals in that. It was like driving the car. You want to turn right, you just take the yoke over. And instead of turning and pulling the yoke back, you just turn and the plane turns by itself. You couldn't stall that thing if you had to. That was a sweet little airplane. Like that Piper Cub Cruiser you got, that was a hell of an airplane too. My dad finally traded it in for a Stetson Voyager. They call it the Flying Station Wagon. It was all red with a white pinstripe trim on it. It was a beautiful looking airplane. And the seats were tuck and rolled, kind of like a maroon color. With natural wood inside there, oh, it's beautiful. God, it was beautiful. I mean, back in those days, Jesus, if you guys only knew. Yep, that's it. That one didn't last too long. I think it came out by 58 or so. My father's was 1958. I remember that. We used to watch You Bet Your Life with Groucho Marx. And he always sponsored DeSoto. Well, Dad says he traded that Studebaker in the yacht. It was all maroon. It was 1949 Studebaker. He traded that in for DeSoto. And that DeSoto had push button transmission. Everything's push button in that thing. It was amazing. Well, we got 11 watching. 5 thumbs up. A couple seconds, we get off break, go back and start lacquering this rudder carriage right here. Then we'll switch the pad around and start working on the stabilizer. This one's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like a Nieuport to me. No mistake about it. On the fins, this is all paper to give you. You just got to trace out and cut it out. I use Aleene's tacky glue right here. Stick the back of it, stuck it on the tail. I'm very amazed that this thing is covered with a tissue to give you the kit. Very good tissue, very good. Too good. I was kind of curious. So, well, kit's worked out good for me right now. I mean, as old as this thing is, the wood is still excellent. The tissue works very good. Even the transfers, they're real good too. They give you, along with the kit here, you got to cut those out. Very careful. Those are decals today. Back in those days. Nowadays they don't do that no more. course, you don't make us no more anyway. That's why. From 25 cents, you sure got your money's worth, penny for penny. Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm building over. I got about 10 models I'm building at a time. 10 or 12 build at a time. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I got 25 kits in building all at once. I'm getting them done. I'm like a kit, what do you call that? A model factory. Just building them all the time. Yeah, we love this Nieuport. It's got pretty good. It's a really nice model. Okay. Finish my pipe right here. I'm gonna get this thing. I want to get some get that shellac. Get clear lacquer on the landing gear struts, the tail skid. Then we'll take the plan around and we'll start working on the stabilizer. About here an hour and a half right now. I'm on 8. Watch it. 6 thumbs up. I got a bunch of fellas on here. Everybody's watching. That's good. Yeah, I heard that 144 scale. Was it 144? Yeah, 144. That's 112 scale. Yeah, I've seen that kit built up before. It's small, but it's very beautiful. Of course, the people don't understand the true nature of modeling is in a miniature. Oscar makes 3 Emilys. He made 2 1/72 scale ones, and he also made a 1/144. I think it is. I think they made. And the first 1/72 scale they made, that was made back in the late 1960s, or possibly came out in 1970. I remember buying one in 1971, and I still got that kit. It's all built already. It's in my storage. But you talk about Rosie the Riveter. She was on overtime in that kit. There's so much rivets in that thing, you can use it as a rasp. So you had to take wet and dry sandpaper, take it over a sink, and sand down the rivets and let it break down to the low relief. But the things were sticking out all over the place. But it was a beautiful kit. Yeah, I mean, Hasagawa, I believe they were the first Asian brothers kits that came out at the time. Nothing from China or Korea, nothing like that. It was old Japan. Japan was pretty much on the ball until I'd say by end of the 1980s. Then they phased out and China came in. Everything got nowadays is made in China. Everything. And they're sure taking advantage of us modelers. You guys go on eBay, you buy anything from China, don't buy it. Because Chuck will tell you right there. Chuck Pappy, he'll tell you. He spent over $100 on a 1/200 scale USS Missouri. I knew darn well that was 2 or 3 months ago when he bought that thing. He never got it. I hope he does. He got took for all that money. And no, he's not rich. He lives on a fixed income like I do, and a lot of us do. And he can't afford to go out there and buy stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That thing built like a rasp. Oh yeah, I bought one of those before. The 820 Havocs. Oh yeah, the Airfix one too. The Airfix 172nd scale. That's full of rivets too as well. That was called the Boston bomber they used. Yeah, you're right. But that Revell was full of rivets. They thought by putting all those rivets there, giving it detail of metal like that, but a lot of them weren't that overly done. Okay, that bottle of varnish. I'm going to mess up these plants. This is clear stain right here. Actually, it's like a polyurethane. This paint mousse right here, it's about 60 years old. I painted the thing first. I went ahead and wiped off the paint, give it a stain. But I don't have any stain. So what I did, I went and painted it and wiped the paint off so I could preserve the wood grain on this thing. When it dries, I'll put some shock absorbers on there. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, this little Newport's starting to perk up a little bit. Where's my thinner at? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. You get out of there. You ain't gotta go down that hole like you thought, like a rabbit hole. Yeah. Tomorrow's Monday. How about that? How about that? Hey, Christmas this week, huh, fellas? When's Christmas coming up? This Friday or Thursday? Let me check my date today. 20th? 19th? Let me check my radio. Radio House. I'm gonna check my damn phone. There's no dingy tonight. No dingy today. Oh, I got a message on here. $10.42. Oh, wow. I was wondering what Chuck went to. Chuck's Wi-Fi went out. I was wondering where Pappy went. Thursday. Oh, it'll be Thursday. Hey, thanks, William. I appreciate it, dear friend. I'll be doggone. Oh, it's dingy. Yeah, that was Dingy right there. His Wi-Fi went out. That's why he ain't on. Hey, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you, William. And thank you very much, buddy. So far, my family's mentioned nothing about Christmas to me. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm not going to expect anything from them. But I know one thing. I really appreciate you guys, what you guys do for me all the time. Me, I'm pretty used to um, building ball street. I started out building them when I was a kid growing up. Especially these things. These old. These old Cleveland design kits. I mean, these are very excellent kits. I love these old Cleveland jobs. I think he's getting a hold of me again. Yeah, he's working on a flamethrower. Dingy is USMC and one Japanese. I'm working on. Well, Dingy's very good at building armor and figures. He makes them really come alive. Okay. I got the switches to take it out so I get the stabilizers on. Now I got to flip around to this side. Move on there. And we'll put this out. Okay. And reduce that plan so we can be able to build this. The thing was starting to hang over on me. Because I got this camera, the tripod with the legs all spread out. I'm afraid another thing will topple over on me, pushing on me. All this wood. Okay, get my needles with my pins over here. Okay. I like this cork and building board. How you're trimming it's easier to build these things, you know? I got some peanut scale plans too. A lot of builds I can do. When we balsa jobs. Peanut's got a wingspan of about 13 inches. That's a traditional size. Most worst that is next is pistachios. They make them very small. Okay, let's see here. These are all wings. Okay. Wings. Now we're going to locate and find out the rest of it. Here, good. Wing. Okay. Gotcha. And I gotta cut out the warmers for the stabilizers and go ahead and stick them in and let it dry overnight. Push this out of the way. Cut this out. One. One about this wood is very easy to cut out. You just gotta rotate the wood around and you cut it out. There we go. And we got these gusset's gonna come out next. Okay, put the rest of the box. Get that stirred. Over here. One more to cut out. Yeah, Edward T. Packer, he had a son called Donald. That was his name. I was really hoping Donald would be able to reproduce these models again, but these things are not in demand anymore. These are old school modeling I'm doing right here, fellas. It's only getting older than this. Okay. No split wood there. This wood judge will split. Cleveland got some good wood. Pulling more back again. The box of contents in front of me. Uh, 9 watching, 6 thumbs up. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I'll get stabilizer done. Okay. This goes over here. I'm glad it's wood, no split. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll bring out another 1/16 wood and finish this puppy up. Look at that. Help for 25 cents. You should get your money's worth. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I need tweezers for this. I need tweezers. Man, there are a lot of pins here. I'll build this thing. It'll take long. Going gets going, going gets going. Houdini's working on his infantry men. Wonderful. A lot of pins. Oh, there you are, Chuck. I was wondering where you at, buddy. I was talking to Dingy a while ago. I was asking, well, where's old Dingy at? He had the same problem you had. His Wi-Fi went out on. on his phone. So he messages me back on the phone here. So I'm kind of building this and watching the chat board and answering the phone all at once. Not bad for a 1 or 2 arm man. Can you see everything now, Chuck, what I'm doing, buddy? Seven watching, 8 thumbs up. We got everybody on the board. Good. Well, a good night tonight. That'd be a good choice, Chucky. Go ahead and build that SPD Dauntless by Gwillos. You'll like that. That's called 3/4 scale, but the same size as my Merit SPD Dauntless. That thing drops a bomb. The die flaps work. The guns work on it. Has 2 figures. You'll be busy on that for a while. I guarantee you that. That's probably one of the first line of the 1000 the 1000 series of Gwillos balsa kits. They came out with the first one they came out with was a P-38 Lightning. They came out with the Dauntless. 1971 is when the Dauntless came out. That was a good kit. That's what the gusses want. You don't get those gusses. Right here. I knew they went somewhere. So far, this thing is built like a charm. Right? It really is. Hey, Chuck, you see what I'm doing now, buddy? Okay. Two more to go, and the cigarettes are done. A little bigger. I'll show you that part. One. Okay. Two more pieces, two more vertical pieces, and it's all done. One more. I'll do it there. One more to go. The stabilizer's finished. Let it dry. Remove it from the plan. I'll do that tomorrow. Cover same and install. And tomorrow night we'll work on the wings. Yeah. It's amazing this old wood is still good. Cut up one more. Now one more. Okay. Where's that guts of that? Oh, good. I know you didn't go far. Okay. That dry. Yeah. Oh, check the chat board here. I haven't been watching it lately. The F-89 Scorpion is one mean airplane, one mean job. It was the F-98 Scorpion? Hell of an airplane. Reville made one. I think he made two of them. They made a 148 scale and 172nd scale. That thing is something to reckon with, I'll tell you that. F-101 Voodoo was a hell of an airplane, too. And the 105 Thunder Chief, the Lead Sled, or old Wild Weasel, they're a hell of a good jet, too. I've seen a lot of them in Vietnam. Those damn Whip 105 Thunder Streaks, they're not Thunder Streak, but Thunder Chiefs. They're one hell of an airplane. They're big, too. Man, they're big. They can carry some ammo. Okay, I think the balloon's blue here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I'm let the stabilizer dry for the night, fellas. We got a lot done, you and me, and the old Nieuport. We went pretty far. One thing was certain, sure is peaceful in here. This whole neighborhood is peaceful. You live out in the boonies like I do, you know, it don't get you peaceful in that. No fire trucks, no ambulances. A lot of gunshots go on here all the time. Hell, the good old boys having some fun with their guns, and they don't mean nothing like it. Oh, you mean my Dauntless, Chuck? It's 1/16 scale. It's about the same size as your Gwillo's SPD Dauntless you have. They're same size airplane. I think it's one of Gwillo's big. Either the canopy slides in that thing, the gun of the observer with his gun that swivels around. You got two pilots. Dive brakes work, ailerons work, rudders work, stabilizers work, tail hook drops down, and the best feature of all is the bomb drops. It has the same mechanism that has the monogram one. You take it to die, you pull back that little hook, and that bomb will swing out. Put some clay in your bomb. That way it'll come out straight. Get yourself a little bucket of water so you can dive bomb that water. I used to do that with my Dauntless one time. My monogram, my 148 scale Dauntless. I used to have put a little jar of water on the floor, and mother come out and say, "What the heck?" My mother said, "Frank, what the hell are you doing?" "I'm dive bombing some water, Mom." "You're dive bombing what?" "Some water." "Some water? Look at the floor." She goes, "Oh, that jar of water? What are you doing with that? Watch this." I took my Dauntless like that. I was still good at it. I put a little bit of clay into that bomb right there, so I give it some weight. When it swung that chance piece, I got the water all the time. I was pretty good doing that. I thought I really achieved something. Yeah, you can be busy a long time at Dauntless. Now's the time to do it. It was cold outside, Chuck. Be a good time to build that thing. I'm pretty familiar with that kit. I built about 5 in my lifetime of those. I got 2 kits. I got actually 2 of them I bought in 1970. Well, 1971 I bought. They're still in this box here in my storage. I bought 3 of them. I built the first one, and the other 2 are still in the box. I got that P-47 Thunderbolt too. That's a hell of a good kit too. Man, I miss my things, man. You know how much I miss stuff like that. Lord knows I got nothing here to keep me going for a long time, but nothing's better than having all your things here. Nothing's better. I take trash out tomorrow. Well, guys, I think I'm like bail out for tonight. I got everything. We got everything done like I planned to do tonight. So I followed the schedule. It works really good. We've got we got the wheels on the Nieuport. I got the tail on there tonight, and they spin. Tomorrow, I'll put bungee cords on there. Got the stabilizer done. I had that covered tomorrow. So tomorrow night we'll be working on the wings, and after the wings are all done, start working on the struts, cover the same, and finish up. The last thing we're doing is rigging, and I'm gonna make some Lewis guns for it. They give you a block of wood to carve out your pilot. I might have Dingy do that for me. He's pretty good at carving stuff like that. He likes to sculpt. I'm gonna make my homemade propeller for this airplane too. I think I'll laminate that. Okay, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I had a wonderful night tonight. I was a little more active than I was the last couple of nights. I got things straightened out around the house, and I feel a lot better. I got coffee over here. I got soda pop here. So I'm doing good. And like I say, guys, take care of yourselves, and thank you very much. You know, for gifts and everything you guys sent me and things. You know how much I appreciate stuff like this. I feel like a child with Christmas coming when it happens to be like that. I'm not the only one in the world that suffered, loved, and lost. But when you lose your wife, and lose your homes, and lose your brothers and everything like that, and you're all by yourself in this world. That's a very bad feeling and a very, very bad way to go. When you get my age, it's a shitty part of life, man. It makes you think back. Was it worth it living for 80 years? But that's such is life, they say. It's all good, though, guys. It really is. I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm not dead yet. I'm going to be here for a long time. I got to. I got a lot of models to build. Keep you guys busy. Okay, guys. God love you all. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. And take care of your family. Make Mama happy. Take care of little ones. Stay focused in your drive. Beware of your surroundings. Spend wisely. Get yourself a kit. Say your prayers. And God bless you all. And thank you very much for your wonderful views, wonderful candor, and comments. And all my new and old subscribers. I'm deeply honored each one of you. And God bless you all. And we'll catch you tomorrow night. Return to the Cleveland Design Colonel Bishop's Nieuport 17C Scout. And tomorrow we'll get the wings done. Okay, bye, guys. Take care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless everybody.